This was like really my decision. It like really wasn't hers, on Dad's grave, on everything, on Bible.
I barely post my kids because like honestly, they're gonna be like who they are because of the parents and the family that's surrounded by both, you know what I mean? So it's like, why even burn my kids out? We share 50-50 custody, that's number one. Also too, I cannot control if Chloe is watching Dream at Rob's house. You know, that's when he has his daughter.
There is growing concern that Kris Jenner is trying to exploit and monetize her granddaughter, Dream Kardashian, the daughter of Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna.
I've been trying to do this. I'm not even kidding. This was like really my decision. It like really wasn't hers, on Dad's grave, on everything, on Bible.
This situation has sparked significant backlash, with many criticizing the Kardashian-Jenner women for focusing on their daughters for fame and financial gain, while seemingly neglecting their sons. Kris Jenner has reportedly attempted to file multiple trademarks in Dream's name, suggesting plans to mold her into a beauty influencer similar to Kylie Jenner. This has raised concerns about how Rob feels about his mother's intentions and why Dream spends more time with Kris than with him. Rob Kardashian is said to be deeply worried that his mother, Kris Jenner, might negatively impact Dream's future by thrusting her into the spotlight. Fans speculate that Rob may be too passive to counteract Kris's ambitions, and some even suggest that Blac Chyna should seek full custody of Dream. Dream was born in November 2016 to Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna, real name Angela White. However, their relationship quickly soured, culminating in a physical altercation at Kylie Jenner's house just a month after Dream's birth. This incident led to a public feud between Angela and the Kardashian-Jenner family. Initially, Rob supported Angela, but soon found himself swayed by his family to take legal action against her. Kylie and Rob sued Angela, accusing her of trying to choke Rob with an iPhone cord and attempting to extort the Kardashian family. They claimed Angela's decision to have a child with Rob was a calculated move to exploit the family financially, branding her as a money-hungry pseudo-celebrity. In response, Angela filed a defamation lawsuit accusing the Kardashian-Jenner sisters, led by Kris, of using their influence to get her reality show, Rob and Chyna, canceled. The jury sided with the Kardashian and Jenners, finding no evidence of defamation. The family then portrayed Angela as an unfit mother, further complicating her public image. In a recent episode of The Kardashians, Khloe suggested she plays a more significant maternal role in Dream's life than Angela, which Angela disputed in an interview with TMZ. Angela revealed that Rob often leaves Dream with Kris or Khloe during his custodial time. Despite claims by TMZ's Harvey Levin that Angela only has 30% custody of Dream, Angela clarified that custody is split 50-50, and she has no control over Rob's decision to leave Dream with his family.
And I may be wrong here, but my recollection is that you had Dream about 30% of the time. Is that something you're moving to change? And are you, communicating with Rob and I guess the rest of the family? Because I know Khloe played a part in raising Dream as well. Has this made inroads for you in that department?
We share 50-50 custody, that's number one. Also too, I cannot control if Chloe is watching Dream at Rob's house. You know, that's when he has his daughter.
Angela emphasized her involvement in Dream's life, contrasting herself with Rob by stating she is fully present when Dream is with her. However, Rob is beginning to reconsider the wisdom of allowing Dream to spend so much time with Kris and Khloe, given Kris's efforts to turn Dream into a Kardashian influencer. Dream is the only child bearing the Kardashian name, and Kris appears determined to capitalize on this. According to The Sun, Kris tried to file 5 trademarks in Dream's name for various beauty and lifestyle products without Angela's consent. Fortunately, the judge rejected these trademark requests as Angela refused to sign them. Despite this setback, Kris continues to exert influence over Dream's potential career. Kris also manages Rob's official Instagram page, which features more photos of Dream than Rob. Recently, Kris and Khloe even had Dream star in a Country Crops plant butter commercial, allegedly without Angela's knowledge. While the commercial itself was harmless, it highlights Kris and Khloe's relentless pursuit of monetizing every opportunity, even involving a child. Rob's apparent acquiescence to Kris's actions is puzzling, especially given his own aversion to fame. This dynamic is not surprising considering Kris's history of pushing her daughters into the spotlight while seemingly sidelining Rob. This trend extends to the next generation, with the Kardashian-Jenner sisters, except Khloe, promoting their daughters while giving less attention to their sons. Angela has expressed her desire to shield Dream from the public eye, emphasizing the importance of nurturing Dream's creativity and protecting her from early exposure to fame.
I barely post my kids because, like, honestly, they're gonna be like who they are because of the parents and the family that's surrounded by both, you know what I mean? So it's like, why even burn my kids out?
If Rob is genuinely concerned about Kris exploiting Dream, many believe he should take concrete steps to limit Kris and Khloe's involvement and prevent them from posting Dream's photos on social media.
I want to keep them as like secluded as possible so they can have like their imagination and things like that.
Right,
and be super like creative and not like okay, walk outside and it's like tips, you know, giving them anxiety and things like that, to where they have to like start at a young age worrying about like how they look or how they dress or just this or that. Like, that's not like my plan with them.
This accusation paints a disturbing picture of Kris as someone who has orchestrated her family's rise to fame through morally questionable means. This revelation, if proven true, could be catastrophic for the Kardashian-Jenner brand, which has already been reeling from a series of scandals. It also raises serious questions about the ethical boundaries they've crossed in their relentless pursuit of fame and fortune.
So no, it is not an exaggeration to say that Hollywood is satanic, because what could possibly be more satanic than that? What could possibly represent a more incestuous, if you will, relationship than a mother viewing her daughter's body, having sex, and selling it? This is where we're at. This is why we tell you not to follow the Hollywood types. This is why you should not allow your children to idolize Hollywood. This is why you should skip the Emmys, and you should skip the Grammys, and you should skip every other show. Because the people that are receiving these statues, this form of idolatry, I will do anything for this statue. I will do anything for fame. I will abort my child. I will sell my child. You tell me what I have to do. These are not the people.
It appears that Diddy and the Kardashians have had intertwined connections since way back, long before they became the Hollywood powerhouses we know today. There are murmurs in the shadows hinting that Kim Kardashian herself was caught in the act at one of Diddy's notorious gatherings, engaging in activities that would make your grandma blush. And if that wasn't enough, it seems Diddy's feeling a bit sore because the Kardashians didn't exactly rush to his defense when things got tough. But here's the twist. Diddy isn't one to go down quietly. Oh no. He's prepared to spill all the tea and expose every shady deal and scandalous escapade he's ever had with the Kardashian crew. This news has left Kim completely stunned, as she realizes she's about to face some serious trouble. Glitz, glamour, and scandal of Hollywood's elite. Get ready to witness the fallout as the Diddy Kardashian saga unfolds right before our eyes. Just when we thought 2024 couldn't get any crazier, the universe throws us another curveball, making us question everything we thought we knew about our favorite celebrities. For years, we've seen the Kardashians mingling with Diddy, and now some explosive new information has emerged. Not only was Kim Kardashian aware of Diddy's questionable actions, but she allegedly assisted him in concealing the evidence and even. Remember when Cat Williams hinted that Diddy wasn't the only one with a questionable past? He wasn't joking. Diddy isn't the only celebrity facing scrutiny. Many others are being dragged down with him, and it appears that Kim Kardashian is among them. The accusations against Kim are beyond belief. Reports suggest that she allegedly assisted Diddy in paying off his victims and silencing his associates. It seems like Kim may have been deceiving us about her financial situation. Rumors are swirling that she's encountering significant financial difficulties. It's nearly impossible to dismiss these allegations. We're all familiar with how Kim and her sisters enjoy flaunting their wealth on social media, showcasing their extravagant cars and opulent mansions. However, behind the scenes, things may not be as idyllic as they seem. Reports suggest that Kim is drowning in debt, and her extravagant lifestyle could be a facade concealing a much harsher reality. Now let's delve into Kim's financial maneuvers. She's always had a somewhat dubious reputation when it comes to money, willing to do almost anything to turn a profit. There's speculation that she's unafraid to get involved with questionable characters in the financial realm. Rumor has it that her massive loans are starting to catch up with her, and the banks aren't pulling any punches when it comes to collecting what's owed. According to reports, Kim's racked up a whopping $132 million in home loans, with a significant chunk of that debt tied to her recent $48 million mortgage on her swanky new Malibu oceanfront pad. But it seems like the bills are piling up faster than Kim can keep up with, especially with a decline in her brand sales and her relevancy taking a hit. Now, if the banks are coming after Kim, that's a surefire sign that there's some serious debt acquisition going on. And if the rumors are true, Kim might be facing some major financial trouble in the near future. But hold on to your hats, folks, because where there's a Kardashian, there's Mama Kris Jenner pulling the strings behind the scenes. You can bet your bottom dollar that Kris has a few tricks up her sleeve to help Kim out of this sticky situation. After all, when it comes to crisis management, nobody does it better than Mama Kris. Kim and her siblings have been making weird moves that suggest that their finances aren't as cushy as they make it look, because they have been accused of tax evasion using the California Community Church. Yes, the California Community Church was founded by Kard Jenner momager Kris Jenner in 2009, and it was registered as a non-profit organization that requires members to pay a monthly fee of $1,000 and donate 10% of their annual income to the church. Of course, the Kardashians are among the members who donate the 10%, which translates into a 10% tax reduction each year. This tax reduction is significant, especially for someone like Kim, who claims to earn about $80 million annually, which amounts to $8 million tax reduction. What's even more questionable is that Kris Jenner is the owner of the church, which means that whenever the Kard Jenner sisters give their 10% donation, it's essentially going to their mother. As a result, Kris could potentially find a way to give the money back to them, which ultimately means that they don't really donate anything at all yet still benefit from the tax reduction. Yes, very shady. The whole situation appears to be quite suspicious, and it certainly comes across as shady as F. But it still doesn't end there, because a lot of things still don't add up about Kim's finances, and people are convinced that she has been inflating her income and network. Listen, these thieves' pockets have holes in them, and this is the kind of shadiness that is nothing new to the Kardashians, because we all remember how Kylie was exposed by Forbes for lying about how much her Kylie Cosmetics brand was worth, and she ended up losing her billionaire status. Well, Kim is still officially noted as a billionaire, but people think that she doesn't act like it. Last year, she was investigated by the SEC after she advertised the cryptocurrency Ethereum Max without adding a disclaimer to show that it was a sponsored ad and she had gotten paid to do so. By advertising without stating that it was an ad, she had taken part in a pump and dump scheme that was aimed at increasing the price of cryptocurrency before it was sold to investors, and she was fined $1.26 million. People have pointed out how weird it is that Kim would still be running ads on Instagram, even as a billionaire, because that is certainly not billionaire behavior. It's giving more Instagram influencer rather than billionaire businesswoman, and this is another reason people think that low-key she isn't as rich as she wants us to think, and according to Kanye, people are right about that. While Kim is definitely far from the opera girl, she has way less money than people think, and this is why Kanye was always careful to keep his money separate from hers, even when their marriage was still going well. He never wanted to get financially tied up with her because he knew that he would be losing a lot of money at the end of the day. A source spoke to People magazine and said they keep their accounts basically separate. See, back in the day, before Kim was famous, she worked as a closet assistant for singer Brandy, but Kim did her dirty because she stole from Brandy. As the closet assistant, Kim had access to Brandy's credit card for a one-time. However, after Kim stopped working for Brandy, she along with Chloe and Rob took advantage of the access and stole $120,000 from Brandy's mother. What this means is that Kim held onto the credit card details for years and waited until she believed enough time passed before carrying out the thievery. But to make matters worse, they tried to be sneaky and hide the paper trail by spending the stolen money at their stores, Dash and Smooch, instead of using it directly. To avoid suspicion, they used the stolen money to make it seem like legitimate income from their clothing stores, because they thought it would be harder to trade since Brandy buys a lot of clothes. However, they were caught red-handed. At first, Brandy's mother gave Kim the opportunity to return the money without involving the law because of her relationship with Brandy and Ray J. But when she didn't repay the money for over a year, she decided to take legal action against them. But then Brandy and Ray J convinced their mother to withdraw the lawsuit and resolve the matter outside of the courts. According to Ray J, this was the actual reason behind his breakup with Kim. But that wasn't the last time that Kim was involved in such money shenanigans, because she was also linked to a money laundering scheme. Before her rise to fame, she had a sugar daddy named Joe Low, an Asian man whom she has been accused of helping launder illegal money. Insiders claim that Kim frequently traveled with Joe Low to gambling houses in in Kazuya. And in 2009, she even claimed to have flown back to LA with a trash bag full of $250,000 cash that he won from a casino in Las Vegas. But it turns out that this might have been part of a larger money laundering scheme, as Joe Lowe has been implicated in such activities. The Insider wrote, Lowe is wanted by international authorities in connection with a multi-billion-dollar money laundering scheme. He is accused of being the mastermind behind a scheme to siphon $4.5 billion from the Malaysian state-run Economic Development Fund, One Malaysia Development Berhad. She was investigated by the FBI, but they couldn't pay anything on her, and it looks like her financial problems might have gotten only worse since her divorce from Kanye, because she is in a heavy debt of $48 million, which is just insane to think about. A year ago, she took out a mortgage of $48 million on her $70 million mansion, and the crazy thing is that she can't ask her family for help because every single one of them is heavily in debt too. Her mom, Kris Jenner, has a very long list of debt, and according to The Sun, she first of all took out a loan for $7.25 million in August 2018, but the following month she was superseded by a new agreement for a whopping $40 million loan with the financial company Crosswind Venture Fund. Then in January 2019, she borrowed $5.2 million and $5.25 million in June of that year, according to property reports. Listen, everybody's borrowing money. Kylie also borrows $7.5 million. And long story short, the Kardashians are $132 million in debt, which is crazy. But hey, they gotta pay for their designer clothes and private jets somehow, right? Plus, their financial worries are just the latest in a long streak of what people are calling their flop era, and they might want to level up their game very quick, and I mean quick. And if Kim thinks Kanye might bail her out, well, she better think again, because sources report that Kanye is 100% focused on his new wife Bianca and has zero thoughts of regard towards Kim outside of their 4 kids. Why this is just crazy. And people have comments saying that whole family's wealth is built on shams and scams, not to talk about faking their documents to end up on rich lists and etc. More and more are seeing their lives. Not even a momager can do anything to save them from their well-deserved downfall. Prenuptial agreements save Kanye from a whole lot of grief. Smart men hope they go down hard, and they're broke. It's all smoke and mirrors. That's why she's trying to get North to work. Some fans argue that Rob's passive stance is insufficient, and that Angela should seek full custody of Dream, citing Rob's tendency to leave Dream with his family instead of caring for her himself. They urge Angela to stand her ground against the Kardashian-Jenner influence. In conclusion, the ongoing situation raises questions about Rob's ability to protect Dream from potential exploitation, and whether Angela should have full custody to ensure Dream's well-being. What are your thoughts on this issue? Should Rob take more decisive action? And does Angela deserve full custody of Dream? Share your opinions and stay tuned for further updates on this unfolding story.